Let's get building.
Hello there, welcome to JonnyBuildz. I am your host, Johnny. Let's get building indeed. How are you doing tonight? Good to see everybody. And as you can see, I've got two cats, which is going to make building a whole lot tougher. Was not expecting that, but at the very, last minute. Hey, Texas, good to see you. Sorry, Missy. Yeah, good to see you. The cats have decided to take over over the last couple minutes, and yeah, that'll be fun. So anyway, we are continuing the Enterprise, and this is where we last left it. As you can see, I do have my battery pack up here. The deflector array does work. It lights up nicely. There's a lot more lights to it right now, simply because that's what it is. It's just a string of lights. But we're going to be getting that into the nacelles. As you can see, we have the top part of the nacelles done from last week, and that's what we're going to continue doing after somebody moves. Hi. I love you, but you're in the way. So let me get my timer up, and we will get started on that. 3, 2, 1, boom! All right, here we go. So this is bag 14, I believe. Yep. And 15 will help finish the nacelles. Aha! Pixie's already like, oh, I don't like that sound. And I still find it funny that, like, the small bags, this is what happened with the Death Star. The small bags are paper. Hey, Bev, how you doing? Good to see you. Thanks for tuning in. So, on Ben's stream, as you two well know, he has all paper pretty much, whereas my big bags are plastic and the little bags are paper. Kind of odd. So, trying to figure out why, because Lego has been touting that they are going to go. That's good. Good to hear that. Lego has been touting that they're going to go all paper, so it's like, well, why go halfsies? You know, kind of odd. Oh well. Lots of little clear translucent pieces, so I'm guessing we're going to do the middle part. Let's see. I'm betting they're a little bit. Oh, we're doing this 2 times. So we're going to do both at the same time. That's the only way to do it whenever they do a 2x or 5x or whatever. And I need a drink already. Unlike Ben, I don't have the alcohol. I just have liquid death because it's amazing. So let's start this off. We're doing the middle, I believe, or part of the middle for the nacelles. So, wait a minute. Confused. Did I do the wrong bag? Hold on. I did. This is the bag I'm supposed to be doing. This is 13. Oops. This is 14. So I need to actually put this back in the bag. I was one too soon. Oops. So let's put this back in. It's alright. We're ahead of the game, I guess. So, the question everyone always asks, or at least I always ask on my stream, is the pressing question that everyone needs to answer. What did you have for dinner? I had actually my wife and I, we went to Costco after work to get some things for tomorrow for Christmas Eve dinner stuff with my family. And so I got Costco pizza and one of their twist, whatever it's called. It's a berry twist thing or whatever. And if you didn't see that on camera, Paisley had a huge yawn. All right. 13. Bag 13. For some reason, I thought I was on 14. I don't know. Pasta. Oh, good. Now, when you have pasta, do you have it with, like, typical red sauce? Or do you have it with, like, Alfredo sauce? Same thing, though. Big bag is plastic. Little bag is paper. So. Oh, you're making spaghetti currently. Awesome. Spaghetti is tasty. I was looking at this, I was like, oh, I don't know, I see the pieces for the instructions that it says I need. So. Ben cautioned me also. He said that there's room in this thing, but also not room. So that's one of those conundrums, unfortunately, which means it's going to be interesting to see how I'm going to put lights in it, but it's going to be something we do as we go. So the light, obviously the lights are ready, so. The nice thing is the way this looks like it's designed is it's kind of, again, it's been modular through this whole thing. So it makes it a little bit, no sauce? No, wait. So you just, wait. So you just eat noodles. You don't, you don't eat, you just eat the noodles. That's it. No sauce. That is different. Interesting. Red sauce for Bev. Okay. It could be butter. Yeah, it could be butter. That's just not typical. Oh, you add butter. Okay, good. All right. All right, so this is an interesting way. I do like this way of connecting pieces. Like they have, you know, these bars that go through. Whoops, these bars that go through that fit through Technic axle spaces just fine. Just an interesting way to do it, but it is effective, and you can get some neat, you know, ways to have stuff extending off. So what I'm wondering is, because of the way they're designing this, see, we have these pieces here, and I think these are going to end up being what these blue translucents attached to, and I'm not going to want that. I'm going to want it to be clear. So I'm going to have to play around as we're building this and pay attention and see, because I'm going to have to start adjusting right away. Otherwise, even though the lights are LED and small, it'll be a little bit. Hey Vab, good to see you. How you doing? What did you have for dinner? As always. Always have to ask the question. So we're doing this 2x. This is the middle of the nacelles, and already looking ahead sort of to see how these are put together, while my cat is sitting here just like eyeing everything. She's like, ooh, I like this. This is fun. I had butter, and Bev says she's weird. I know you're related. I just find that funny. Like, she's weird. I know for me sometimes I'm not a fan. I mean, I like butter and noodles, like, but that's usually like whenever I do like steak or something with it. So it just depends. Or like, I guess like a beef stroganoff, but that's more of a Alfredo sauce than I think. So just got home, nothing yet. People have been insane these past. Yeah, everyone. People are insane when it comes to right before Christmas. I mean, like, which is only 2 days away. I mean, well, a day and a half, I guess, really. So it's pretty nuts. All right, so we got our little thingies here. All right, we're gonna put those to the side and do the next part of it, which is exactly the same as the first part. What do you think, Paisley? Looking pretty cool? Or you just kind of like, I don't understand why you're doing this when you could just be playing with me. Thing is, Paisley is a very large cat, so she can just kind of throw her weight around and be like, I want to be here, so she is. Okay, and this is exactly what we just did, pretty much. There's a dog barking outside, and so Paisley's like looking around like, what the heck is going on here? Okay. Pretty much exactly what we did at the very beginning of this bag. So since Christmas is in essentially less than 2 days, what's everyone's plans for Christmas? I know I'll be having Christmas dinner with my family. My wife and I will have it with my family, and that's tomorrow. And then, you know, we do presents and stuff with my family, and then Christmas morning, bright and early, we head down to Florida. So, well, North Carolina is a stopover, but head down to Florida. So that's our Christmas, driving. Not everyone travels. Some people do. Do that. And then this goes in here. It's interesting because of the way they have this, but it doesn't go all the way into this one here because it's not long enough. It like stops right there. Interesting that they did it that way. Because it can't make it from here. Adding these red things on top. This is going to be where the front of the nacelle is. There's this red that's there, it looks like. Maybe. I don't see any glowy parts to it, though. We don't have those here. So it depends on where this is. Maybe this is the back. And the more I'm doing this, the more I'm figuring that these things are going to be where the... so I'm going to have to add spacers to this in order to get the in order to get the lights to go through. So it'll either make them thicker or find a way to prop them up there. All right, let's add these. Yeah, this is the back. This will be interesting. Thanks for tuning in, by the way, everybody. Really appreciate it. All right, so that goes there. All right. So we're going to have to get this stuff figured out now. All right. So before we put these on, because this is how the translucent pieces go on. They go on to this. And I don't want to make it too thick, so we got to start right away figuring out how I'm going to do this. Where's my glow pieces? So luckily I have translucent pieces here, and we can try and figure out a good way to get them on. I do have some clear, I have red ones over here too, some red translucent pieces. So clear or light blue. So like a light, whoop, that's not it. Like a light blue like this, which is similar to the translucent that we have down here. So that'll hopefully work. Now, do I have enough? I don't know. I do have some, so I'm gonna I guess it's gonna end up being a combination of clear and because that's just gonna not work. So, but let's see. All right, so we need to get the model over here and start planning our lighting for this. So let's move this aside for the moment as well. Because I see how, I mean, like we already put this together. This is the middle part. The rest is just going to be these translucent pieces, and then we fill out the front / back. That goes a long way. So I have to make sure that I have enough. I have enough lighting to go all the way through. This will be interesting. Now, what's also interesting is these holes go all the way through. Like you can see light through them. I'm trying to make it. You can see through them. So I may be able to string lighting through to get what we need. And I might have to, because this goes directly on, but I might have to pull these out. I have a middle channel here that I can run a light through. We're gonna have to play around with it and see. So, all right, instructions move out of the way. Let's get this bad boy because it has the lighting with it. Let's get it over here. All right. The translucent pieces are this. So these are the translucent pieces. They're 4x1s. They're very light blue. And that's all they are, is those. And they're supposed to go on these to make it more blue. No, Paisley, you cannot play. Well, you're going to try to play anyway. Stop it. All right. So let us get this off of here. And of course, she's going to want to play with this, too. All right. Okay, so the idea is this is where that goes. Let's see if I can get this up through there. Okay, there. That's what I wanted. All right, good. All right, back together. All right. So this goes up here. The trick is going to be making it so we have the lighting up in here. So I'm thinking 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Give it a little bit of space. Stay away. And then we'll have to bring it back over and down and around through here. Lego with cats. Alright, let's see how much I have. Because if I have more lighting than available, then I'll do that. I got one here, which I'll probably need to move down here. So 1, 2, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4. 1, 2, 3. You bite that, I'm gonna hurt you. Just kidding. Don't bite that. Okay. So it looks like I have plenty to go. So let's do, if we do 6. 5, 6. That's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is that going to be enough to be able to make it all the way across? I think so. I think it will. In fact, I think we might have extra over here. Again, which is good. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. All right, that should be good. Oh yeah, that should be good. That should be perfect. Yeah. All right, so we'll figure out how to run this up in here later. We just want to get it in the nacelles themselves. The nacelles themselves. All right, so. There's our first one. This is our first light here. So let's turn it on so we can kind of see. So these two lights here need to be in here. So I'll cover them up later, but the first one that does the actual looping around here is going to be, this is going to be backwards. It's going to go this way because the nacelles have this in the back. And that'll be cool, but I got to get that in there too. Alright. Time to do some surgery. So if I start here at the back, we'll have one. Ooh, this will work actually. We'll have one here in the middle. 1, 2, like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That should work. That way we have one for the front, one for the back, and then the rest. All right, let's see. I don't think I can put. I'm gonna need to use some different pieces. This is where the fun begins, truly. So I put that on top. This first one is going to have to kind of tuck in right there. Right there in the middle. Because this is going to want to go on top. Ooh, that'll shine through very nicely, though. It's hard to see. Let me turn this way just a little bit. So that will shine through nicely. Okay. So that goes there. And this goes underneath. Okay. So that's how we get there. All right. Now in order to do that, because we have a clear piece that's supposed to just be a 1 that goes on top, let's see. I don't think I can put this right on there. Nah, that's too big. The LEDs are too big. So the question is the best way to secure this. Right there is fine. Oops. Droppy, droppy. What about these 2 clears? And these will go on here on the side. See, that actually shows up nicely shining through the sides here. Okay, so that's shining right through there, and it does shine in through the sides here. Problem is, I got to put this little 1x1 on top there, right like that, but it has nothing to hold on to it. So the question is how to do that. Oh, I wish I didn't take my my snot brick stuff downstairs. So I knew this was going to be the tricky part, but they made this very tricky because of how little flexibility they have with doing these things. All right. You know what though? You know what? Oh, those don't go through. Never mind. I was thinking that like these things had holes through them that would go through, but they don't. The shorter pieces do. These short 2x1 curved, but these ones they don't. It looks like they should, but their holes don't go all the way through. That would make things a lot easier. How do we do this? Okay, so this is the fun part. Right. Once we figure out one of them, the rest of them will kind of flow together. So if I took this out of the middle, it has to be smooth on that side. Oh, you know what? What if we don't? Let's do this. We won't have anything in the middle there because there's already these two red snot bricks here. So we won't have anything there. Take that one out. Got a clear one here that is a headlight, which would work this way. I would have to go. If I was doing this though to run it through, I would have to go all the way back and start over with the very first strand, which is like right here. That's not going to happen because we already ran this stuff. So. These other snot bricks that are going to be used. Interesting. The other alternative. The other alternative is to have. So I do have 1x1 clears, and I actually have these, which could be useful. I have all these 2x1 translucents, which could come in handy. You know what? Actually, could just dip that in there. So if this were to just kind of sit in there, there we go. So if I just have it sit inside this, then that blue will sit on top there. Alright. So that's kind of what I'm thinking it'll do. But that means both wire parts are going to have to come up through the top, which is not ideal. I kind of wanted one to go in the bottom, one to go in the top, but if that's how we have to do this, that's how we have to do this. Alright, so let's put that there. Okay, so the back is now lit up. We have that. Doesn't quite go all the way to the side like I would want, but it'll work. Good enough. If I knew how things were going to be planned for this, I could have made it so like these things went through, and all the lights they could like go through these snot bricks here, but that's not how it's going to work. So we need to have this one here. All right, now we got to look at the instructions and see how it kind of lines up. Go in there. Right. So let's take a look. They get combined together. Oh, and it's just, oh, okay. So, and how many? 1, 2, 3, 4. And that goes to the front. How many are on each side? 5, 6. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, 5. All right. I was miscounting. All right. So each side of the nacelle has 5 of these. They also have these. So we're going to have this as the first one. Pop that in there. This is always the interesting part. All right, so if we have 5, so we have 1, 2. So if we have 2 lights on each side, it should go like right here. Is the next one should go right there, which is doable. Let's get. Again, we're just kind of getting this figured out right now. Okay. So we've got 2 of them on side here. Let's see how the lighting looks. And this dips down in here. Well, not bad. Once it's contained a little bit better, it'll show up better. So that's right in the middle there. So it has to go this way. If I had one more light, that would be, or one more for each side, that would be awesome, but I don't think we'll have enough. So this goes right on top. I think that'll go nicely. So let's take, so what we're going to do is, since we have this pole here, which is nice, we're going to take off these right there. Because with that pole in the middle, it'll keep it where it needs to be. And then the tops and bottoms will, and actually we're going to put I'm going to put this on, that way we can keep it where it's supposed to go. And then I can take these off and maneuver them around as needed. Okay. So, like that. Actually, we're going to flip this over. Have the lighting come from the bottom, the wiring come from the bottom this time. I'm going to make sure I have this oriented correctly. So from the bottom, there we go. All right. So we're also working from underneath, which makes it interesting. Okay. That's cool. That's going to come in here and go up. So let's maneuver some wiring in here and get this where it needs to go. There we go. Everyone's having fun, right? I'm having a blast. Alright, so we got one light in here. It's kind of right in the middle. Shines mostly to the end here, which is good. Doesn't quite shine over here. Not much we can do about that. In actuality, you know what we need to do? We need to do this. These one by ones we can actually put on the inside. That should be fun. Let's lift that off. That'll help stabilize it a little bit. Let's put them on the inside. And I'll be able to, you know, as I work through things and figure things out, this is just kind of to get a rough placement for these lights. But that gives them a little area to go. There's 5 though. There should be, yeah, I should put it, there are only 4 lights. You guys know that reference? Did that, so we're gonna have 3 more. 2. These things are long. Wow. So I'm gonna have to put the next light like right here, right there. All right, well, let's get ready for that then. Move these inside. Wait, no, they need to be on the outside. Let's move these inside. Wait, no, that's not gonna work. Well, if we run the cord on the inside here. It makes it, that's all that matters. Like the cord can run down the inside. Actually, you know what? We can run it down this whole thing, and because it's, I have these, what's sitting on these is these little, you know what? We don't need to do that. It's where the best planning goes awry. And it's not really planning because we're figuring it out as we go, so. I should be able to bring these down into the side. So let's set that up. Back to square one here. Square one. Yeah, and I don't want to do that. So I'm trying to do things difficultly. I got to see how far back when this gets put on to the middle, how far back it goes. Like, is it all the way to the end? That's 15. This is 14. There we go. Yeah, and that's what I'm trying to figure out is how to do it internal. Get away. What are you doing? Stop trying to play. Alright, so I'm going to finish, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to finish up this last instruction thing just so I have it done before I run the rest of the, that way I know how long everything's supposed to be. Alright, so before we finish that, let's do these. So, probably should have done that before, but oh well. I was seeing what I could do. So yeah, there's not, they did not make this with much room, which again is a little bit of a disservice, I think, that Lego did. They should have thought about like making it so that like, hey, you know, this would be cool to light up. I mean, the funny thing is, if you watched anything with the Hi Logan. Yes, and Kitty is she's helping. If you watch any of the Lego previews for this set or anything, like they show the nacelles and everything lit up, and like it's like, but they're not. 3386. Woohoo! Got a couple of those in here. Alright, so I'm going to finish this part up so that I know how long this is. And then put it all together and then start running the wiring through. I think I have a good way to do this. With, but I got to make sure I have enough circular clear pieces. Then the wiring can kind of go in the little groove that's there of the circle. Yep. Pace is like, I'm bored. You're boring. Hey Ben, how you doing tonight? Good to see you. What was for dinner, or did you have dinner? I'm seeing what you mean by the nacelles. They have room, but they don't have room. But I think I have a good way to string these lights through. I gotta get this sort of put together, but not all the way. So, but yeah, I see what you meant by by what you said. But I think I can do this. Think. The problem is, like, using these blue pieces, this does not work. Those are just in the way. But I think I have a solution for that in order to make them all kind of stay together, and I can add to it later. So now, if these were clear, that would be beautiful. That would be awesome. But they are not. All right. So we are going to not. Whoop. Yeah. Wait. Oh, that's weird. The only way these go together. This is silly. Like, the only way these work together is you have to put these side pieces on. They don't work any other way. That is so goofy. Why would they design it that way? I don't like that. Alright, so I gotta figure out that first. Okay, I know how those are going together. Oh wait, you know what? I don't need to do that. No, because it'll fit on the it'll fit on that fine. I gotta make sure my sizing is correct. That goes right to the end. Okay. So if I take one of these. This is so goofy how they have this design. All right. That looks correct. And there is a bit of a space here, and it does show on the instructions that there should be a space. That's just weird how this is designed here. Yeah, exactly. But anyway, okay, so if I'm doing these lights, what I'm going to do is stretch this out. Because what I have here is, now I can put this away for now. Yeah. Don't want to drop that. So what I have here is this side for the back end, this insert. So what I did was I switched out one of these, one of the red here, and I put in a clear, so this can just kind of fit in there. And of course, this is the top, which makes this kind of weird to try and do this. So if I can channel this through, I can get these in here, because what I'm using is a 1x1 circular, which means the wiring can go through that little channel right there. If it was a 1x1 plate, clear plate, it wouldn't work. So the first one's going to go in here. And that's going to go right over that. And actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm actually going to wind... I'm going to wind that around that stud. One turn. Around that stud. That way it doesn't slip out. Ooh, that's perfect. Because now that keeps the wire there, which is just what I need. Okay. So it's not going to show up a lot, as much as I would like, because I don't have enough light to go down and around and everything. But it'll show up some. So there's the end. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to do the same thing, but we're gonna do this for now. But it's not awful. All right, so this part will be interesting, but this will work perfectly to have a light for the front too. So, all right. Alright, so since this is not being used, alright, I need to find more of these circular doodads. Some will be darker, some will be lighter. We'll see how that does a difference. As long as they're blue or clear, should be alright. I got lots of dark blue ones. Clear would probably be best. But yeah, I agree with you, Ben. That would be ideal. Would be the yeah, because I mean LEDs are nice, but like, you know, strip lights would probably be better. The nice thing is this thing can come apart pretty easy. But we'll see how it goes. Yeah, I think a light tube. I'll have to look up. So it would have to be small LED strip lights, like very, very thin. But they will, you know, as long as they're thin enough, they would fit in there, and that would do it. Ooh, what is that? I don't know what that was built, but we got a bunch there, so. Alright, we got a lot. Good. Alright. So, let's do... Trap that up there. This one goes there. There we go. Alright. And this is the fun part. We don't have... Now I can always put on my own... my own... what you call it? I'm going to bend that in there. I can always put on my own thingies for the snot brick stuff, because there is, at least doing it this way, there is one that is kind of missing. Okay, there we go. Up through. Nice. So this needs to go over. All right, so that's what I'm getting so far for the nacelle, which, so it's not going to be consistent, obviously, but it's not bad. Not bad. If I had just this string for just the nacelles instead of running it through for the deflector away, which I did think about, then it would be better. So. So we need, I'm going to connect the only original piece I've used so far. And the winding around the stud came out. Oops. Let me put that back on there. Oh yeah, exactly. So the deflector array already is lit up. I think you might have seen that. See how it's lit up? So, like, if I turn it off, you won't, you know. There. Yeah. So that's what I did. I started it. So, and we also have this on the back too. So this I thought was silly that they did an actual orange piece instead of a red piece. While I'm talking about it, let's do that. Let's fix this. This is a light that's supposed to be an actual light, and instead they made it some silly thing. So that's where I'm starting. That's where the light source is starting. So instead of doing it like this, I'm going to do it with these. These are clear headlights. I've already used a couple, so I need to get a few more. So we're going to use clear headlights because this will fit perfectly through there. Right, like that, see? And actually, it can go through the back without any problem. Need to do it this way so that we can put this on top. And have red lighting. It should be. Because it's supposed to look like a brake. Yeah, it's supposed to look like a brake light, but some reason they did this orange junk, and it's like, why? The hard part is getting that in there on top. Hey Dusty, how you doing tonight? Good to see you. We're working on some of the lighting for the Enterprise, as you can see. So, you know, that looks better. That red looks way better. So now I got to get it onto this thing. I have it designed funny. And this is where our octane thing is, back here. So that goes there. So what I need to do is alter it just a little bit. See if I can do that. I don't think, well, that might work. Let's try it. Now those are going to push against. Okay. Almost. Hahaha, baked potato with bolognese sauce. Nice. That's perfect. So perfect. All right, so I'm going to make these like actual headlights. So it'll be a little bit taller. It's going to be a little bit taller than the light is that they designed, because they used shorter snot bricks for it. But that's okay. You don't have to be exact when we're doing lighting. I am going to have to put that on there. So this can fit. Let's get the octane in there. Wait, did I do that wrong? Nah, it's shifted over. There we go. Oh, that's interesting. How the... Oh, that's supposed to be up there. Okay. I was like, why is that not fitting on there? And now I see why. Hold on. Lice Nights. Gotta get the con... Oh, no! Lice Nights. Ha. That would be no fun. Here we go. We've got a rear light. See? That actually works. There we go. Alright, back to this monstrosity. So it's not going to look pretty with this, because it really just does not, the lighting does not go through enough, I don't think. It might be different once we put the end on, but, you know, we'll find out. Alright. Full impulse. Alright, so we got this part done, and in order to complete it, I'm going to need to do, because I got to put this one here into the red. So I accidentally opened bag 15 or bag 14 before 13, so kind of messed things up. So this is 14, which will do the other side of this. I don't quite want to do that yet, so I'm skipping around a little bit. And I believe bag 15 might not be in here. Maybe it is. Oh yeah, it is. Okay. Or is it 14? I'm so confused. Yeah, 15. Okay. And look, 15 has octane. Good. All right. So I'm going to get... That's 14. I need to get bag 15 out of here and do the... do these things. Which actually, this is kind of cool. Now that I see how the red things go in, I wish I had a way to get the lights to go through here. I don't. If I had planned better, I could have, but then it would be heck to try and change it. Oh man. I believe bag 15 is all the way down here. Oh, this will be fun. Well, no, that's 25 and 30. Hey, Kevin, how you doing? Use a drill. There we go. There's bag 15. All the light pieces. Okay. So that's 19. So let's take 30. Toss it way here in the back. That's 23. There's 29. Toss it in the back. 27. Toss it in the back. 28. I said 27, not one of those other things. 24. 26. Alright. 15 is what we wanted. Okay, so let's do that. Alright. So I don't want to do this part. I'm not going to do the top of it yet. I want to do the ends first to kind of, so I can get this light in there and see how it looks. So, good to see you, Kevin. Thanks for tuning in. Alright, so this is the rest of the nacelles stuff, which we're gonna get to shortly. That does look cool. I like how it turned out. The brake light thing. I don't even know. I guess it's a warning light of some kind. I don't know. I'm not space or avionics, so I don't know what that would be called. All right. And again, this is so weird that like we have paper bags for the little ones, just like the Death Star. The Death Star was exactly the same way. It's so weird. There's our octane pieces. So we're going to build these at the same time. So we have them. It's so cool how they do the octane reference. They have it here. I actually have an extra one. Jordy has it over here. So it's kind of cool that they did that. So the Enterprise is powered by octane. So yeah, it's probably just the goofy thing like they do. So the AT-ATs, the UCS AT-AT is powered by octane. There are two big ones in the back end of the AT-AT. So it's the same idea. They power everything by octane. Just Lego. It's the Lego way. This is the way. They're like, we need to have our references in there. Okay. We got silver circle studs. So yeah, I don't think the UCS Falcon has an octane fuel thing. Oh, I could be wrong. I could be wrong in the one, like in engineering or something. So, there, yeah. What is it? The Klingons always use what? Dilithium crystals, right? They always use dilithium. I don't know what the Enterprise had. I can't remember. Oh, look, more 3386, Logan. More 3386. Did they all use dilithium crystals? It's just the Klingons use different ones? Oh, is it? Okay, I wasn't sure because if you looked at you look at the warp core, their crystals always looked at, so like think of Star Trek IV, The Voyage Home. The Klingon dilithium crystals always look like orange, whereas like the Starfleet ones always look blue. I mean, like, bow to the whole. It is a very useful piece. It definitely is. Don't get too worshipy. Yeah. Right, so we need to put on the red. It'll be interesting. I'm betting I can embed the light right here. So this light can probably sit like right there. We'll see how well it glows. But because of the way these move and everything, I'm betting I can fit that in there, at least marginally. So we will find out. We will indeed. Oh, did they? That's interesting. Definitely. That's actually, yeah, that I never knew. I didn't realize they were all dilithium because again, they look different. So that is cool. I never watched Discovery. I didn't get into any of the newer shows. Just no time. Wait, Kevin, you're a nerd too, so I don't want to hear it. You're a nerd that has a shield generator, so that's exactly right. Time is it? Oh man, I spent a lot of time doing that. So I want to get this, at least one of them done, just so I can get it done. It's going to take a while to string this through, but I want to get it done, and then I have over here, you can't see it right now because I moved the camera. I want to do one of the gift with purchases I got with this for my wife's and mine's winter village, the hot chocolate stand. So, oh, we got some words. Got some words. Well, this is interesting. We're using a lot of red. Clear, translucent red, which I like, and it's giving me areas for these lights to go through. 2 shield. Wait, you built 2 shield generators? I've only seen the one. Ooh, shoot! I dropped. I heard it. I know where it went. But I have extras if I need it. Gotta start all over, boo-boo. Where'd you go? Ah, there it is. Got it. All right. You have the pieces, gotcha. So what are you going to do with the second one then? I mean, like, you have the first, or no, I gave it back to you, so you have the first. Why do you need a second? I don't think I've ever seen it in any other, I mean, like, I'm sure they've used it, but I've never seen it really in any other Star Wars thingy. Ooh, words. This is the first time these rounded Lego elements appear in transparent red as part of the warp engines. glowing red bussard collectors. Okay, so these are special pieces. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. So this is what one is. I'm gonna have to take this apart and fit it in as I get to that point. Ow! Ow! You know, if you ever wanted it back, all you had to do was ask. I was just holding on to it because I didn't know if you needed it or not. So, like, yeah, it's yours anytime. All right, we're gonna put some stickers on. Oh, these are interesting. Is it number 12? Yes, number 12. Yeah, cat hair. Well, there you go. See, it didn't matter. You always got a display credit. Oh man, that's awful. It did not go on there very well. Come on, let's do this again. I wish I had my sorting hat. Then it would, the sticker would go on perfect. There we go. That worked out nicely. And then 13 goes on right behind it. Interesting. I don't know. It like to get a display credit, you had to sign up. So I wasn't signing up for you. Yes, the clock is wrong. There we go. That turned out pretty good. So this goes here. Those do look neat. I like how they came out. Alright, so the bottom half, they don't show anything. They don't get any cool sticker or anything like that. Yeah, it's off by it'll continue to get off until it's on. So alright, so this goes through here. Right. And we're going to put this. This is the top, so I have to have this flipped over. Okay, so before I do that, I'm going to shove this through and figure out how to get that's all the further it goes. It runs into both of those things. So let's pull it out just a little bit. Now, take off one of those. So close. I need a little bit more wire. I need to pull it this way. I need to unwind this one. Just isn't going to work that way. Okay. Let's put you on the other side of that one. This is where we run into fun issues. let's get this. We'll get the center in there first. So I don't think it'll fit in. Well, maybe. You know what? It should come up and get in one of those. So let's curve that back. Because it is hollow in there. Oh, there's a thing in the middle. Ah, that's weird. Alright. We'll have to do one side. Haha, yep. Yep, I agree. They did. Hey, Lemur. How you doing? We are getting this light in here, and it's probably not going to be enough, unfortunately, to light up everything, but we'll get it in at least. So you can see it light up. That it's only the one part, because there's a stupid thing here in the middle of this. There's a thing that's in the so we'll bring it down. Around the 3386. Probably work better if I do it that way. There we go. Oh yeah, that did. All right, cool. These can all go in here. Alright, so let's get this situated. Okay, well, it's in there. You can see it light up a little bit. It's because it's not bright enough, or I mean, it is plenty bright, as you can tell, but like these things like are very, very dense. So yeah. Harry Potter flying forward. I mean, you know, some Harry Potter is cool. Some is. All right, so let's bring this back here. Okay, that's up against there. I gotta get this wiring back where it's supposed to be. On the other side of these circular studs. Let's use this to push it down. There we go. Ah, there we go. There we go. There we go. This one can go back around. we go. Snap, snap, grin, grin, wink, wink. Say no more, and then that goes in the end. Alright. So, again, not pretty. Let's put these back on. But light has been run through how it needs to be done, and then I gotta finish the back end, or the opposite side. But you can see how it does light that up. It does light up the front a bit. So this is all do it myself, Lemur. This is all just a string of light from Dollar Tree. So there's 25 LEDs, and I started here. You can see this is lit up. So I started here. Hi everybody, thanks for joining, by the way. I started here at kind of the brake light. I had to actually change it because this is what the brake light was that they did. A solid orange piece. I didn't like it. So I changed it so it is glow / see-through. And then I did the deflector array. So the deflector array is lit up, as you can see. Hi, Michelle. Good to see you. This is not ideal simply because I would need more lights to go along the edges here. Or, as Ben was saying earlier, like string lights, like string LEDs or whatever. Thank you. Yeah, I think the deflector turned out really good. It's kind of what I was hoping to be able to do. But as you can see, we got the front here is lit up a bit. And the sides will be lit up a tiny bit, but in the back. So the back will be lit up too. Running the lights is not the easiest, and they will not go all the way through to make it all like nice and bright like the way it should be. So this will have to be redone. The nice thing is this thing comes apart really easy, relatively speaking. Like it comes apart in halves, and the saucer obviously comes off. So maybe what I'll do is start here, do the deflector shield, and then just do the saucer. But I would have to do obviously, if it was going to separate, I would have to do a separate string of lights or whatever. But this does pseudo work. It works enough to make it somewhat viable, but these are going to need like their own thing. I think in order to make them, to do it justice, to make it look right. So. I mean, like this is a string of lights, so it's one light on either side of the deflector. I was able to run it that way, and I think it turned out pretty cool. There's just one light of these on each side, and that's just how it got strung through. So yeah. We won't finish this, but we've figured out how to run it adequately enough that it's going to work properly. Or not properly, but it's going to work enough. So I'm going to stop that there and build this little milkshake. Why do I keep saying hot chocolate stand? And just wait until you get your light kit. I'm curious to see how your light kit is going to actually work out and do stuff, you know, its own way. I know when I did the light kit for the Pac-Man thing, like it has string lights that go along the sides. So it'll be interesting to see how yours is, like whether it's all internal or how they do it. You're gonna have a lot of taking apart to do, so you might want to do it as you build. So this was successful though. We got enough light that this will work, you know, to be lit up enough. And once I get the other half on here, the light might be forced to come through a little bit more. So it'll be interesting to see. I think I numbered the amount of lights that I have. Let's see. This one will need to be so it can go through. So this is the first. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if we do that last, so this is 6. So we need these 2, 3, 4. Well, this is 6. So it'll be 1, 2. I think it's close enough that I will still be able to finish it. So I think you are. I mean, you haven't streamed in a while. I think you need to stream your enterprise build. Absolutely. So yeah. So all right, let us get this out of the way. It's turning out kind of the way I wanted it to. I wish it would show more, but right now it's good enough. So no new figures yet. No new figures. So let's turn that off for now. Let's do the hot chocolate stand. This is one of the gifts of purchase that came with the Enterprise, and perfect for this time of year, so we'll finish up before Christmas. Yeah, so. Oh, wait. I need to pause this timer because, well, we're done playing with the Enterprise for right now. So, yeah, let's do. I'm not going to time this one because, and that's a technical term. Trying to find my knife. Oh, I got scissors over here. So, hi, Pixie. Pixie's hiding over in the corner. She's like, fine, I'll be a part of this. So, took some Dollar Tree lights and tape and lit up the. Oh yeah, absolutely. And you know what? Here's the thing. It doesn't matter how you light things up. In this case, like the brake light, the deflector really looks cool. The more than likely the nacelles aren't going to look as cool as they could, but anytime you light up stuff, people think it's amazing. Like I use the same thing, this string of lighting to light up the your festive tree of choice. I used the exact same light strand, not this one obviously, to light up the Hogwarts castle so that you can see all the stained glass shining through, and it looks really good when you turn. And that was a bear. I did that on stream, and wow, there's 5 bags, 5 tiny little bags for this. And sticker, really? A set this small has stickers. What? I mean, they're just little plaque things, but still, kind of funny. All right. So, but I did it on stream, and I had to run. So I used the clear headlights, a whole bunch of them, because they were used in the set itself in order to have the stained glass sitting up there. And so I ran the lighting through the those lights. So I had to do it kind of backwards, working backwards in order to get it done properly. But then it ended up looking really cool, and I've displayed it at a couple places. And it does. It looks awesome. So, all right, let's build our people. We got our hot chocolate lady. She got her little apron. Very color coordinated. She's got a lot of hair. Look at that. That is a ton of hair. And then, yeah. Oh, ooh. This is a look at that. That mug has hot chocolate in it. That is the first one I've seen like that, where it actually is filled. Like it's actually filled. That is cool. And I get 2 of them in this. That is cool. So she's got her hot chocolate mug, glass, whatever. And dude, oh, this guy, he's got a cool face where he's like happy that he has hot chocolate. Both ways, he never opens his eyes. So dude is happy he has hot chocolate. Oh yeah. That is cool. Again, hot chocolate. He's happy. All right. His day has been made with the hot chocolate. All right. This won't take very long, but this is just kind of a little, hey, you know, Merry Christmas, festive, holiday type thing. Yeah. And it is a cool looking build, just from what I've seen of it. Probably get some of the Lego landing kits for the official modulars. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Like I said, I got an official one that they did for the Pac-Man arcade. My wife got it for me, and it's light and sound. I'll have to show it sometime. It is completely just awesome the way it works and sounds. Like it's got like coin sounds and everything. It lights up really cool, and because you turn a crank and you make Pac-Man move and the ghost move and things, it you know, you play that and you kind of let it go. It's pretty neat. Yeah, when done correctly, light and sound kits are really cool, but they're not always done correctly from what I hear. So. My cat is just staring at the guinea pigs that are over here. Over there. So those of you that came in, what are your Christmas plans? What do you got going on tomorrow, next day, like Christmas Day and stuff? I'll be traveling, so that's going to Florida. So tomorrow is my Christmas with my family. Light kids in the US maybe next week, maybe. Oh, so you're stuck in kind of a holding pattern for yours. That's interesting. That stinks. Like, I'm assuming it's coming from overseas, and that's why it's taking so long. I mean, definitely not this week, but next week you might have a chance, I guess. Ooh, that's the wrong one. Chinese food and cookie decorating tomorrow. Oh, nice, nice, nice. Okay, so you do. So you're one of the few that I've seen that do something like steak. I know some people do like fillet stuff too, but like, have you always done steak for Christmas, Kevin? Christmas, Kevin. It is the Chinese food on Christmas Eve. Is that like harking back to like Santa Claus? Because that's what they did. Oh no, they went to Denny's. Sorry, they went to Denny's because they're always open. But they were out of chocolate milk, so. I have to work tomorrow and cooking Thursday. Got us. Oh, nice, nice. Ham is always good. Ham and scalloped potatoes. Perfect. Mwah. Done steaks. Oh, gotcha. That's awesome. Yeah. That's awesome. I like different, different traditions that like work for, whoever, Christmas plans to build your Lego Christmas present. The Monkey King Warrior. Oh, nice. Originally going to get the Endurance, but decided to return it so I can get the Ninjago Old Town. Nice. Oh, good. So, MC Pause, your son will be here, and we'll be putting together Fast and Furious. Like, oh, nice. That's cool. That'll be a good Christmas. It's fun whenever family can be a part of Lego builds and stuff like that. Okay, I got a couple of the. I'm going to make sure that I put them where they're supposed to be. Not one there. Oh, one here. I kind of figured there was one I was missing. All right, there we go. All right. Bag number 2. Back to traveling to Cincy on Christmas Eve and purposely arriving like 2 points in. I mean, you know, if that's what you got to do, that's what you got to do, right? Go to Bricks and Bill. Oh, nice. Okay, so Logan, I'm assuming you're going to the big one, right? You're going to the you're going to go to the Allison Park one. Very nice store. Go ahead and drool over Voltron. When I get back, I'll be working on getting the other Voltron that I have finished being together, and then we can negotiate. How about that? Wait, Vab, what do you mean? How are you expecting more? It's a huge store. They've done a lot in there. It's pretty cool. Now you just stay there. Nah, it makes sense. So. Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah. The one. So how big is the one back home? Because this one, I think it's a good size. What do you say? Funny story about Denny's. Earlier this year, me and my mom both got dessert cravings in the middle of the night, so we went to Denny's and they were out of... Are you serious? They were out of every dessert. That's awful. Oh, man. So, okay, so let's continue the story then. So if they were out of every single dessert, disappointment abounds. What did you do? I'm like, that's just awful. Well, now we're starting to get into the mug part. I think this is like the base of the mug. Add some more pick-through tables. Wait, no. More pick-through tables? They have like 5, 6. Like I think they have plenty of pick-through tables, and they utilize their space pretty darn good. And those tables were, at least whenever they opened, they were. It does rhyme. You're right. How you doing, Tree 4? Good to see you. You won't serve me dessert at midnight. I ended up going to the gas station. I got ice cream. My mom got donuts. Those are good. So you gave up on brick filming. You know what? That is tough. I would think brick filming would be very difficult, simply because there's a lot that goes into it. I mean, like any kind of animation. That's just, I mean, like, ask Logan. Logan's been, doing his film stuff. Like any kind of, animation where it's just tough. But I would say Tree 4, do it when you can, and you don't have to do everything all in one. Go, work on a project and, take your time with it, so. Hey, Greg, you had gumbo for dinner. Nice. That's perfect. Everybody's in here tonight. This is awesome. You guys, I appreciate everyone being here, and I hope you guys have the merriest of Christmases. Whatever it is you do, whatever your tradition... Oh, here's our coffee machine. Or coffee machine. What? Our, Did I put an extra one in? I'm missing... Uh-oh. Might be in the bag. Ugh. Says I have one of those. That goes down there, and that does... Did I kick it somewhere? Well. I don't see it in there. Not in number 1. I might be missing an actual Lego piece. It's not under anything. Oh no! I might actually be missing one, so. Oh, that would be cool. Yeah. Guy on the couch mover has decent bulk. Guy on the couch. Yeah, he does. And if that's what you're looking for, is just like, you know, pieces like that. Like, the other thing is, like, talk to the guys that own it. Like, I already talked to the Zeely guy, and he said he was going to start, like, setting aside, like, brown and green for me because of vendors. And that's going to be a lot. I don't think I dropped a piece. That's not it. That's a completely different piece. So where does this go? Well, it sits up here. But I'm missing one of these 2x1s, so cat ate the piece. Maybe. Take a quick look down here. I know I have extras of those, but I was gonna say, I didn't think I dropped one. It's not in here. This might be my very first, and it's a gift with purchase. It's my very first set, Lego set, that does not, that is missing a piece. Dun dun dun. Alright, well, we'll make this thing without it. It's like the little hot chocolate maker or the espresso maker or something. Oh, and we get the I like these little dials. They're really cool. Go. So yeah, it doesn't. We don't have the base here for it. So yeah. Bootleg Hulk, which is cool. That's cool. 250 and was missing a piece earlier. Oh yeah, see, I have this will be my very if it stays true. I was thinking that I was missing one a while ago, and it turned out not to be true. I found the piece later. However, this would be they gave me a second dial. I have another little dial. And we got our milk. It's not blue milk. Well, it is blue, but it's like, it's not Luke blue. So that goes there. All right. Watch it be in one of the other bags. That'd be interesting. All right. So this may be, like I said, I'm looking. I don't think I dropped it. This may be my very first set that is missing a piece. So yeah. Oh yeah, I have a big cup that is my extra pieces. Well, that's cool. See, some of them are. See, they did some of them as printed tiles. Like this is like where you can see like what you can get your espresso and stuff like that. And they've got these little these swirl pieces. Those are neat. But that would be that's kind of odd to have a gift with purchase not have a piece. But it's a tiny piece. It's a very small piece. So. Not completely unusual necessarily. So yeah, we'll see. Yeah, I have a big cup that has my extras, and I just add to it every time. So that does make the espresso machine look a little funny. Oh, Michelle, I have to ask, did you start the Enterprise yet? Because I know you were getting excited about it after you were watching me do stuff. So, yes, Logan has really, really awesome stuff. Go check him out. He's done mostly Transformers, but it's all fantastic stuff. He's been doing it for a while, and he does amazing work. So yeah, check him out. No, you haven't started it yet. So you're living vicariously through me, right? You're just watching me do A lot of snot bricks on this set. That's funny. This is one of the ways. So let's say that this is one of the ways. Although I do it completely like Ben's all done, but like I was watching his stream a little bit whenever he was doing it, so I kind of had an idea as to like what I was getting into whenever I was going to try to do lights for this thing, and didn't quite 100% didn't quite work out the way I wanted it to, but I mean, still not bad. It'll be cool still to finish, the lighting part especially, and yeah, so I'm happy with the way it turned out, even though I kind of figured it wasn't going to be as complete with the nacelles, but I love how the deflector array turned out. So, ever seen Adventures of Clutch Power? No, I have not. He sounds like an intrepid individual, though, which means I may have to see the adventures. Nearly over what your favorite Lego set under 75 this year's might probably be Game Boy. Game Boy is a very good set. Absolutely, it is a very good set for under 75 bucks. Another good set, and let's go with the Harry Potter theme. Buckbeak, the buildable and movable Buckbeak is a very good set for under 75 bucks. He was 60, but we got him actually on sale for like I think like 30 at my Walmart. So like yeah, he was great. Soundwave was not, no, Soundwave, and Soundwave is a beautiful build, but yeah, he's not under 75. Lego Movie is better as feels more Lego. I'll have to look that up and see. Yeah. Oh, okay, I got you. All right. Yeah, I'll have to look it up. I don't recall that one at all, so. Well, that looks cool. That makes it look neat. Like that. There we go. Oh, and we get our this is a I guess a mug of hot chocolate that has the swirl on it. Something like that. And oh, we got to put these on the back. These go on the back. Interesting. It's not on there all the way. What the heck? Does it go up one? Yes, up one. Or up a half a stud essentially. So yeah. Favorites of the year is the minifig vending machine. See, I'm not a fan of that because like all they're doing is like it's cool that the thing operates and actually works. But I don't know. I think that was a really cheap way for people to get one specific figure, just like they did with several other sets. I don't like when Lego does that. Ooh, a cookie. Not a fan of when Lego is like, here. And here's the thing, too, because like the exclusivity really doesn't exist. Because like they did that with the Venator, where they had that exclusive Rex figure. And then later that year, they came out with the Rex Y-Wing that had Rex, on it, and that was, that was it. And it was like, what the heck? And you could pick that one up for like $10. So it was like, Lego's done some boneheaded things as far as that stuff goes, and I don't like when they do the exclusive figures in a set like that. So yeah, Clutch Powers can't be worse than Dreams. It might. Well, 2010, it might be okay. 2010, it might be okay. All right, so this is the sticker. I still call them decals a lot of times, simply from my model building days as a kid, like non-Lego models. All right, this goes down here. So far, still missing that one piece. All right, so here we go. We got an extra cookie, because extra cookies are awesome. But we got 2 cookies here. There we go. That goes here. So yeah, Dream Show might be mid, but the sets are cool. Yes, the set. I agree. The sets for the Dream stuff is pretty cool. I have like the Turtle Van, and what is it? The Pegasus Winged Horse. Like their sets are really cool. Very similar to Monkey Kid. I haven't watched anything as far as the Monkey Kid, you know, cartoon or whatever it was that they had, or that they've done. But like their sets are really neat. I like those. I have the Flower Fruit Mountain that I got at auction, and it's just a cool set. In fact, we used the waterfall part for my wife's one Friends thing because it works really cool. I like, yeah, the new, some of the new Dream sets have some really neat stuff as far as the things that they use to build it. I didn't get it, but the T-Rex that they came out with this past year was really cool looking. I like that one. Devastation. When it comes to takes like that, takes like what? Oh man, so this is gold, right? That is a gold color, this thing right here. In the instructions it's brown, like it shows brown, and it is not. It is definitely not. They tried to make it like the translucent or whatever, but it just looks brown. It looks bad. That's funny. Pretty thorough reviews. So, well, I mean, you know, I guess. See, now I'm curious what all it's about, so I'm gonna have to watch it and see. All right, little thing to say, hey, hot chocolate is right here. Come get it. So let's put this sticker up. Yeah, I've just not watched any of the Monkey Kid stuff, but I've heard it's good. But yeah, the sets are pretty awesome. So I'm a fan, yeah, of the sets. What's the other one I got? Oh, the witch. What is it? The witch is like, she has a base that's a spider. We used that for our what you call it, trolley, the fall trolley. Last year, and it was just cool to have that on there and like on the middle of the road, and like, you know, people were like, ah, you know, so fun ride. Okay, yeah, and like I said, it's something worth checking out since I haven't seen it yet, so I'm definitely gonna have to do that. So definitely gonna have to do that. All right, this will be this side, I think. We're building here. See that, and that's kind of what I look for when it's something that's like a Lego, you know, whatever it is. Like I don't look so much for like, because everyone has an opinion, obviously, and some, you know, the way I think of stuff is not necessarily how other people are going to, and that's okay as long as it's entertaining. Then, yeah. Far out, man. Oh, we gotta put our last sticker on. Oh, this is the mug part. This is, that's what we're doing here. This is the mug. The handle for the mug. Oop, get off there. That was not straight enough for me. I have to tell you guys, doing the, there we go. Doing these things with a hat, either a witch's hat, sorting hat, you know, whatever, a small one, to apply smaller stickers, so so awesome. It works so good. All right, let's put on the mug side. That looks cool. I like this little GWP. It'll be perfect in a. This will be perfect in a Winter Village thing. All right. With the stickers, and we're on to bag number 5 for the lid. So, the humor and dialogue in the Lego Movie, and even the Lego Batman movie it is well done. What I like about the Lego Movie and the Batman Lego Movie is it's very child/adult oriented. Like it's good. You know, like an adult can watch it and enjoy it. And there will be for some different reasons. There's obviously some adult-ish type jokes in both, but it's also for kids, and it's done really well. It's entertaining and fun. So yeah, Minecraft movie was so bad it's good. Saw it with one of my the Lego. I agree. The Lego Movie is peak. The first Lego Movie was definitely peak. I liked the Minecraft movie. It was okay. It was entertaining. That's all I can say about it. I wasn't like, oh, this is amazing cinema. It was kind of, it had some slapstick. It was dumb in some parts, purposely so. Well, I still need this part for here. I have yeah. So. But yeah, it was. I mean, it was fine. I mean, again, it's Jack Black. So it wasn't going to be like super amazing. I am looking forward to the Mario movie, the new Mario movie coming out. I am excited for that to see how they do, you know, the sequel. So it's gonna be fun. This is cool how we're making the top of this. So yeah, there was a mock of the Skull Castle from Clutch Power Brick World. Oh, cool. I don't know what that castle is, so I wouldn't have recognized it. I'm surprised Beyond the Brick wouldn't have featured that, because that seems like something that they should. But then again, they travel around and do a lot of things. I mean, like this past year, they interviewed me and a number of us that were at Brick Fair. Which was really cool. So they interviewed for Hoth, for the one guy that helps with Hoth. He had done like a giant Hogwarts, a huge Hogwarts Great Hall that he had brought. And who else did they interview? They interviewed JR, who did a bunch of kind of modular-ish things. So yeah, Mario movie is going to be so good. Probably my most hyped movie next year, and one of my friends is excited for Avengers Doomsday. See, I'm the Wizard Tower set from that year. Probably. Oh yeah, maybe. I mean, I don't know. They make their own decisions. So Doomsday. I haven't touched Marvel in a long time. Over probably the last several years, I haven't looked at any of the Marvel movies because it just not interesting at all to me. So, like, I think their stories were poorly developed from what I heard of what they were going to be about and what they focused on, and not entertaining in any way. So I don't care about Doomsday. I really don't. I think it's dumb that like Iron Man is Doomsday. And I know somewhere in one of the comic spaces he does become Doomsday, or whatever you want to call it. It's a world between worlds, or whatever you want to call it. It's one of the whatevers. I don't care. There you go. And I was a huge proponent of like the other Marvel movies. I thought they were great. Like everything in the MCU leading up to oh, look at this chocolate. Leading up to the two end games, fantastic, really good, really fun. Yeah, there was so much that we were going through. I kind of skipped the shield generator, but It's a footnote, you know. If I had pointed it out, and I really should have, but if I had pointed it out, I would be like, and unlike Lego, it has all 4, you know, hemispheres, unlike Lego, which does 3 only. All right, let's sit this guy down in his chair. He's enjoying. So they made the table look like chocolate. It's like chocolate bars, like chocolate Hershey chocolate pieces. And this over here, and she's out front with the hot chocolate. There we go. That actually looks really cool. That is a neat little gift with purchase. And I have not found that piece I'm missing. So this is my first set, unless I find it somewhere. This is my first Lego set ever to have a piece missing, and it's a gift with purchase. So that's kind of interesting. So, but yeah, it looks really cool. It's neat. It has an interior. It's got the milk and the machine over here, the cappuccino. It's got things hanging out. We got cookies. We got all kinds of stuff. So it is a neat gift with purchase, though. And get this thing back on there. It's got like the marshmallows here on the top and everything. The last defense is a footnote. Not excited because Marvel seems as they announced. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I mean, and that's one of the reasons why why I don't care for it anyway, is because, like, they have people coming back that are like, they're out. You know, they were out. You know, Chris Evans was done. Robert Downey Jr. was done. I mean, he died. You know, he died. His character died. But no one stays dead. Everybody comes back, obviously. So that's one reason why I'm not. You know, I'm just like, you know, they're just going back because Disney's like, we need money, so we'll bring back big names so that we can, you know, make our money. So yeah. Anyway, thanks so much everyone for tuning in. I hope you had fun. It was great getting the lights done. You can actually see the back here. The deflector array looks really good. You know, the nacelle looks all right. I'll finish it up and cover it over, and we'll see how it ends up there. But next week will be a little bit different. I'm actually going to do a couple more gift with purchases. I'm going to do the shuttle pod for this, and the 2 mini castles that I got that were gift with purchases. I'm going to build those. So we'll see how those all turn out next week. Since I'm traveling, I wasn't taking a whole lot. Maybe I'll do the Christmas tree that we're going to have down there too. So we'll just see. But anyway, thanks so much again, everyone, for watching. Have a fantastic holiday season. Merry Christmas. I hope it's everything you want it to be. Hopefully you get a white Christmas. Looks like here we're going to be in the 50s. So yeah. But bye everyone. Thank you so much. Yep. Ho ho ho. Some changes coming down the pike in the new year. So be ready for that, and it's going to be fun. As always, like, share, subscribe, comment, all that fun stuff. I appreciate everyone being here. And until next week, until next time, Merry Christmas. May the brick be with you. And as always, keep on building and blessing. We'll see you next time.